And I'm Dylan Black. All right, it's time to learn specific exercises to keep us upright this winter season, and that's pretty important because sometimes we slip, we fall. It's tough to stay upright, apparently, during the winter. Kathleen Trotter is here with us, fitness expert, and of course the author of the new book, Your Fittest Future Self, and the book's doing well.
It is, and it's great because it works with this segment, which is all about finding your fit and tailoring your workout to your goals. And if you live in a cold city like Ottawa, one of your goals should be staying upright, right? Like humans versus the ice, we want the humans to win. I don't want you to come next month and your head is all open and bloody and it's just the worst falling, right? And it's also just not good for your fitness because if you fall, you hurt your knee, you hurt your shoulder, you get bruised, you're going to be less likely to walk, right?
That's
I want you to get your steps.
Yes, it's good to be able to walk.
It is good to be able to walk.
Okay, all right. So how do you pepper in these anti-falling exercises? That's really what you're calling them, right? Yeah,
so what is great about balance training is that you can do it throughout your entire day. So let's say you're waiting for the kettle, you stand on one leg, right? You want to make that a little bit more of a challenge? You close your eyes. Because the great thing about balance is you can challenge yourself with little things like closing your eyes or moving your head. So you could do something like this, close your eyes, open your eyes, turn your head. Why are you just like standing there? We got to try some stuff.
It's funny because all the exercises that you put into practice look kind of goofy.
Yes,
but it's okay.
God. It's like you read my mind. You got to be goofy with balance training because to get stronger at balance, you have to let yourself get a little bit out of balance.
Okay, so what does that mean exactly?
Okay, so what that means is a lot of us want to be perfect at something before we actually do it, but if you are always in balance, you're not going to get any stronger. Think of it like this. If you're doing a bicep curl and you want to get stronger biceps, right?
Wow.
You need to lift heavier than 1 pound, right? Like if you were just like for the rest of your life doing 1 pound bicep curls.
What's the point?
What's the point? So that's like doing balance training and not letting yourself getting a little out of balance. Now, I'm not saying you got to go so crazy that you fall down on the ground and hit yourself and get injured and then sue me. Don't sue me. But what I am saying is like, you know, be a little bit silly and be willing to kind of wobble. So, you know, you're walking around your office. I love the drunk walk. You know, so you walk and you just step 1 foot in front of the other. Every third step you pause, you draw your shoulders back, get a little posture, you engage your core, you close your eyes, you wobble a bit, right? Or you're like, don't you do that? Don't you always walk like that? Or if you're at the gym and you're like, you know what, I don't want to do the balance stuff throughout my life. That's too silly. Kathleen, that's ridiculous. But at the gym, you can put balance stuff into, let's say you're doing a lunge. You could lunge down, you could close your eyes, a little unstable, you open your eyes, you come back up. Right? So just like anything, you can progress and regress balance stuff, which means you can make it easier or harder, depending on how much of a challenge you want.
Okay, you like to make things easy when, well, when you're on with me, you don't like to make things easy, but
I like to torture you, Dylan, torture.
Equipment should make things easier, correct?
Well, I like to make things easier to do, like as in simpler, but I like to make them effective. So the great thing with balance is that if you get bored, you can totally use equipment, and I brought some fun little pieces here.
All right, they look like fun pieces.
Why don't you try standing on that?
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah.
This is live television?
Yeah, I know. You stand on that, I'll stand on this.
Okay.
But the thing about it is if you don't have equipment at home, you don't have to have it. So this is not mandatory. This is just because I like to torture you, right? So you're on that. So you could do a squat on the balance board.
It's hard enough to just stand on it.
So now you want me to squat so you just stand on it. Do you want me to like push you off?
Please don't.
Engage your core.
It would make a great YouTube video, though.
So and then I'm on a little sit-fit cushion, which is great. Again, I can do some squatting, right? But again, I could also just move my arms, right? Or I could play around with the things I said earlier, right? I could close my eyes. Yes, please attempt. Go, Dylan.
No.
Go, Dylan. Go, Dylan. Squat it out. Squat it out. Don't fall over.
I'm going to fall over.
But remember, if you fall over, that's okay because you're just getting stronger balance by being a little bit wobbly. Right?
It's okay because you're just improving yourself.
Exactly.
It's
and
okay
you're
to make
fun.
mistakes.
And life is about having fun. I mean, it would be really boring if we all just sort of stand there around, right?
Yeah.
So this is, a wonderful little balance pod. So at the gym, you can use a Bosu, right? So it's a bigger version of this.
A Bosu?
A Bosu. It's blue and it's like a dome. It's like a half ball. And you can stand on it. You can do push-ups, lots of balance things. You can do squats on it like that. But at home, most of us don't have Bosus, right? Because they're expensive. They take up space. So it's like a little mini Bosu. So a lot of the things that you can do on a Bosu, like a lunge, you can do on the balance pod, right? So it's a little bit unstable. I'm looking goofy and I'm embracing the goofy, right?
It's a bit goofy for sure.
It is totally, but it's fun.
Okay, so what is that piece of equipment called?
It's a balance pod.
The balance pod.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's like a little mini Bosu. Yeah.
Okay, a mini Bosu.
Yeah, I know. You're like, that's what. You're like, why didn't I get that for Christmas?
Okay, so wow. So these
You're
are.
like, I don't even know where to go with all
sure.
this.
These are the primary
I think we should be
pieces
standing on one leg while we do this.
For the
rest of the
interview.
segment.
Yeah,
and then
I
maybe I do something like this, and then that's another way you can challenge balance, is work out with a partner, and one person stands on one leg, and the other person sort of taps you, and then you have to use your core to resist the tap.
Oh, wow.
So then you get balance and core.
That's amazing. Balance and core.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Okay. All right. So is it best then to have these pieces of equipment, or are you saying like it's okay just to sort of do the drunk thing at work that you were talking about?
Variety is the spice of life. So if you're bored with your balance routine, you can use the equipment, but you don't have to, right? Something is always better than nothing. That's really a primary piece of my fitness philosophy. So if you don't have equipment, don't use not having equipment as an excuse not to do balance work.
Thank you, Kathleen Trotter. Great work. More Daytime coming up.